Well, I want to make sure we're not missing any of your props. Have we seen all of your props? This is
yes,
what I don't want to miss,
props.
Mike.
Right, where have I got? I've not brought that through. I have an orange.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an orange. I was working with a young man who would be described as a dissociative process. It's my first real experience. I had a lot of supervision with this lad. I felt, because he had different parts of him that he could communicate with, and he'd bring them to the session. So it felt like sometimes I'm working with 2 or 3 people, because I would meet them individually. And it was interesting, very interesting work. Hard work for me in my learning, but I think I began to, we became to a really good place that he felt much more able to be who he is. And this came to me, I was on the train peeling an orange, just like this orange. And I was just opening it up. And I took one little bit of the orange, the little segment. And I thought, wow, this is just like with working with a client. All the different parts of him and all the different parts of us are connected. But for some reason, 1 or 2 bits just have come up and they think they're not connected. And the orange gave me some sort of like a metaphor in some way that I could help with my understanding. So I took this new sort of idea back to the client. I was speaking to him and about there's the whole of us, and we have different parts in us. And sometimes it feels like the part that you don't like about you is in some way is forgetting that it's connected. And he really got that idea, and he felt less afraid of it. So the work was really good with him. And after I showed him about the orange, I said, "Do you know what we need to do now?" And he said, "What?" And I said, "Eat the orange."
Just like you are now, yes.
He had some as well.
Yeah, nice.
That was fun working with. And what the idea of that was, behind that, is that I wasn't sure how to connect to understand the process. A bit like a different kind of girl. This was, we are connected. We're all one, but there's a part of us that doesn't think it's part of us in some way, like the orange. And that really, so that was good. And I enjoyed the orange.
You enjoyed the orange. Well, also, and maybe you're not saying this, but you're also not taking the metaphor too seriously. Like, you then don't worship the orange or something. You eat it and you enjoy it and you have some
Who
fun.
doesn't worship the orange?
That's a whole other event, isn't it?
No, it was just from what your one of the people had said. It's like a nudge. It was like a thought, an idea. It might have been, it made no sense to him, and he thought, "What are you doing with an orange?" But to me, it felt, this is an opportunity to help my understanding. And I think in the relationship that I try and create with clients is we're both in that relationship. So there's things that will feel important to me that I want to share, whether they're accepted or not, but they feel important. And most of the time, that openness and that confidence I have in what's going on for me with them in the moment is, it feels it works in some way. And particularly working with young people, they trust that with an adult, for example, that someone has been genuine and this is who they are. And so I've got this silly idea, I've got this orange, or I've been to a training workshop and they talked about, and I'm going to bring something in, I don't know what you think of it, just to be more real with them.